So you have to wonder, is there currently a secondary market freeze when it comes to Star Wars Hot Toys? We're going to dive into that within this episode for sure. And does it have anything to do with the current market eclipse that has taken a hold of the 6-scale community, particularly with Hot Toys? Are there going to be more figures on pre-order that are going to hit waitlist? And how about some of these releases getting released at Sideshow first and the US? I've got the coffee right here, my friends. Let's go ahead and dive into all of this, baby, right now. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show right here at 6-Scale Cantina, soon to be renamed Ares Cantina. That's me right here, the Dark Jedi. You see the new logo at the top right of your screen. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And please also go ahead and hit that like button. I so very much appreciate your support. Let's go ahead and dive right into this. So, in a short episode here, let me try and put this in a nutshell for you on what's going on market-wise when it comes to Hot Toys. Let's start off with the primary market. So many things have transpired over the last several months. So we had a few exclusives that came out, particularly with Star Wars. You could take two, for instance, the Arena Suit Boba Fett and the Chrome Clone Trooper with the two helmets. Both went on waitlist so fast. It was absolutely crazy while it was up on pre-order. That is a far cry from what you had last year, for instance, at San Diego Comic-Con with the armor, which not only a year later is still in stock, but is still having discount codes. You could look right up over here, limited time offer, 10% off, and also $5 shipping, which is a fabulous, fabulous deal. But you have to wonder, is this particularly how companies want to continue to sell merchandise by having so much stock, and what I like to call overstock, over a year later, with continual discount codes and such as this? And I say no. And I think that that's why what you saw with the Arena Suit Boba Fett and what you saw with the aforementioned Chrome Clone Trooper with the two helmets, which is why that they got out of stock so fast. Furthermore, let me put this together for you. You're starting to see some figures that are on pre-order that aren't due out until, quite frankly, the second quarter of 2023 in some cases, that have actually hit waitlist. It's kind of unprecedented. It happened with the Peacemaker. That's outside of Star Wars, obviously. Happened with the Bat Cycle, the Bat Signal. It happened with Star Wars. It happened with the quarter scale Boba Fett's. And the quarter scale Boba Fett's, I believe, aren't due to be officially released. Let's go ahead and pull it up over here. Until April to June of 2023. Let's pull it up and see. Yeah, right here. Here's a deluxe version. Join waitlist, it says. April 2023 to June 2023. Wow. So you have to wonder, is it possible that this is not the first and last time we're going to see this happen with a Star Wars hot toy figure that's due to come out in 2023? And I say, yes, it's not the last time. We are absolutely, I believe, going to see this happen with some other figures for sure. Remember what I have been saying and what I have been talking about since really I came on with 6 Scale Cantina. And that is, we were going to eventually start seeing, coming out of COVID-19, still in COVID-19, lower production numbers, but more announcements. And I'm not sure how any particular company orders from a particular manufacturer. There's so many different methods and mechanisms and ways that this can be done. Certainly in a general sense, a company, a distributor can go ahead and they can place a purchase order out for a general specific amount that they want to go ahead and that they want to order. Not only for perhaps their own resellers to get their orders in, that usually happens very, very quickly, but also projecting forward how much they want on top of the pre-orders that they are going to accumulate over time. And when you have so much stock that's very difficult to get rid of, not because the figure isn't good, but because perhaps it was an over projection on how many to order, you make adjustments, which is what I believe is happening right now in many cases. But really, in a global economy that is volatile and tumultuous, to say the least, you also look historically, this happens as well, is you start ordering low stock to be able to prepare to buckle up for this global economic turbulence that hopefully we will get out of soon, but it's here nonetheless. So I believe that that's what's happening. And there may come an instance with so many of these companies and different things, whether it's this hobby or other hobbies as well, where they fulfill enough to order for their pre-orders, and that's it, with a very, very limited stock afterwards. And then I understand the argument, well, what about if people are looking for Darth Vaders, or they're looking for Lukes, or they're looking for this? That's okay. Hot Toys is going to be coming out with many versions of Luke Skywalker. Hot Toys is going to be coming out with many versions of Darth Vader. Just like there's many versions of Spider-Man, many versions of Iron Man, many versions of Loki. With how hot Star Wars is, and how much hotter Star Wars is getting, and how much Grogu, the new Mickey Mouse, is taken off in Asia, for instance, the hottest thing over there, they're going to be coming out with more of the very, very popular characters, different variations. So they don't have to be married to one particular figure. As a matter of fact, gosh, going back to Sideshow.com over here, you still have the best car Mandalorians, the deluxe and non-deluxe, in stock. And the pretty good coupon codes if you go to Sideshow right now, and actually look if you need to get that figure. But you have to wonder, is it possible that the forthcoming chrome-plated Mandalorian that you see right here, is it possible that this will go on waitlist before the best car versions go on waitlist? And I say yes. Why? Because they're going to, in my opinion, produce far less of this. Just like there was far less of the arena suit, Boba Fett, than the armor. Just like there was far less of the Chrome Clone Trooper than the armor. You are going to see far less of this than the best car Mandalorians, 1,000%. And really, did you see the trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3? Oh my goodness, baby. And there's going to be at least a couple of Mandalorians just from there. So they don't need to be married to this particular version, to be honest with you. Because there's going to be so many versions of The Mandalorian that are coming that they don't need to stock on this one. And certainly, companies don't want stock over past a fiscal year. In many cases, especially in the COVID-19 environment, especially in the global economy that we're in right now. Make no mistake about it. So is it possible that besides the quarter scale Boba Fett, that you could see a figure like Cad Bane, like the DX25 Luke, hit waitlist very, very quickly? And I say yes. Does that mean you got to pre-order it now? No, because there's no low stock warning right now. And even if there is a low stock warning, you don't have to buy it from one particular company. There is a plethora of different companies that sell those figures. So you don't have to actually get FOMO about it. You just have to know what figures you want, and you already know what figures you want. You already know what figures you're going to purchase. Don't have fear of missing out with it. Just plan for it and budget for it. And order it from wherever you order it from, or reserve it from wherever you order it from. But you're going to see this with some figures, like the quarter scale Boba Fett, which I was not getting. So just because I have low stock warning on it doesn't mean, oh, the Dark Jedi went, ooh, it's going to be worth something, let me go order it. I could care less. I mean, it's interesting and exciting to talk about, but I don't care. I wasn't getting the figure anyway. It has no consequence to me. And I don't just pre-order my figures from one place exclusively or not. I get from different places. So you're not stuck there. Just pay attention. That's all you got to do. But remember that there was a specific scenario that's going on, which is why we're in a market eclipse. Let me put it to you this way. Not only were figures released in Hong Kong first, then you see the final production photos on the Hot Toys Facebook page. Then a couple of subsequent videos come out and you get to see the figure. And then you wait for it to get to Europe or the United States if you live around those areas to buy the figure. That's the norm. That's how the stars were aligned. And really, midway through COVID, stars readjusted. And not only could you wait until those final production photos came out, you could wait until those figures got in stock, because they were going to get in stock. That's the truth. Most of them were in stock. Not only could you wait till they get in stock, you could wait 6 months after they got in stock. It's just, they're there. And get a coupon code. Not only that, you could wait far beyond 6 months and wait for the bargain bin. This conversation is accurate. But remember that this conversation amongst collectors, is it possible that the manufacturers and distributors of these said collectibles as well are also having meetings, are also paying attention, and are also making adjustments, and are also looking to realign the stars in a different way? And I say yes. Which is exactly why you're getting the Boba Fett on the Throne. There are collectors getting notices that it's shipping, and the Echo from Star Wars as well. And that's not the norm. The norm is it first will go out on the figure. You don't even have the final production photos on those particular figures yet. And that is another peculiarity that has been happening with Hot Toys as well. I mean, this figure here that I'm pulling up onto the screen, people are getting their notifications now on this particular figure. And also the Echo is what I'm hearing. And you have to wonder, is it possible this could happen with Bo Katan? The DX Ahsoka Tano from the Mandalorian series? The Luke Skywalker from the Mandalorian series? How about the aforementioned chrome-plated Mandalorian with the Pedro Pascal head sculpt? And I say, yes. Remember, sometimes adjustments have to be made so that the first influx, injection, turbocharge of excitement when a figure first comes out goes to one distributor or one entity first, or one geographical location first, then that location will capitalize. If it comes out in a different location, the other locations lose out on that initial hype, which in many times can be not only a decent part, but a significant part of the overall profits and sales of a particular item. So I believe you're seeing a concentrated effort of readjusting the stars right now within the 6-scale community, particularly with Hot Toys. We are in, make no mistake about it, a market eclipse. Collectors are, what's going on? What's going on? Kind of like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. When you see the mothership, you kind of focus just on that, and you're kind of not really moving. You're kind of stuck. And that is also having an effect on the secondary market, and particularly with Star Wars right now. This is 1,000% a buyer's market right now over the last couple of weeks, and it could end any day. And I believe it will most likely end around the Andor series, which is coming at the end of the month. But right now, if you're looking for the low end of the spectrum of an average of a figure within the secondary market, let's say a figure is an average of $400, which means sometimes it sells $500, sometimes it sells at $300, and you're looking for that bottom average, now is the time. Because nothing's moving so much, but there's also not a whole lot up for sale either. Okay? Sellers are aware. Everything's kind of frozen right now. We're kind of frozen in time. And it's real interesting. What is happening right now in the primary market is having an effect 1,000% in the secondary market. And when it comes to Star Wars Hot Toys. So I'm going to go ahead and go, without further ado, to 6scalecantina.com. And if you don't have 6scalecantina.com bookmarked, you just may want to consider doing so. It has all the latest news on what's going on at 6scale Cantina, the channel here, and all the latest news on what's going on with Star Wars Hot Toys, and all the secondary market trends, figures trending up, figures trending down, what their current values are, what the biggest movers up or down are a particular week, where the pre-orders are up on the primary market, all that kind of good stuff right here at 6scalecantina.com. You see that right here on your screen, and you could see, even for the channel news, as I scroll down a little bit, that's an upcoming live show. You can see that right there. That's coming this Monday at September 19th. Monday Night Raw. Same time, same station, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. You're going to have the Dark Jedi with his live show next. We'll have a full panel. You see some of the guests there, maybe some others as well. You don't want to miss that. Monday Night Raw. Every Monday you get to see 6scale Cantina, Aries Cantina live. Sorry we missed you last week. We had some personal stuff there and wasn't able to get it done, but we will be back here this week. So don't forget to bookmark that on your calendars and subscribe to the channel. You'll get that bell notification. You can go right to the Cantina right here, click on this, and bookmark the upcoming show. It's already live on YouTube, setting the stage to get ready. Anyway, you can scroll down here. and you could see the different things that are on the home page. But I kind of revamped 6scalecantina.com. There's different menu items right under the new Aries Cantina logo. And you can see the first button is home. The second one is your biggest mover, Star Wars Hot Toys. Let's go to that tab. And let's take a look at the biggest movers here at 6scalecantina.com. And I'll be honest with you, it's just not very active right now. There's not a whole lot doing anything. That's it. This is the whole biggest movers. And normally I have double the amount of rows. But there's nothing going on here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Wow. Of 3. To just show for biggest movers. There's other ones that are trending a little bit more. But they're not big enough to put on this section. But you can take a look right here. Let's take a look. Let's run this down. You see it updated September 17th. Boba Fett in arena suit and the Chrome Clone Trooper both trending down. Now that was from their astronomically high secondary market prices, and I projected that they would trend down a little bit. That's what you're seeing there. We'll go over it in a minute. Han Stormtrooper, forget about it. Dark Side Anakin again. He reached $1,100 tier range average. So now coming back down close to $800-900. That's where it's trending down. It's not trending down like it's just being more reasonable. Darth Vader Rogue One, real interesting. Trending up. Leia, A New Hope, on fire right now. Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith, insane. Insane. And hotter right now than the A New Hope Obi-Wan. Which is sort of a buyer's market for him. If you're looking for an Obi-Wan right now from A New Hope at around 500, I guess 550 all in, you could get it, which is on a lower end of the spectrum. This one, though, is on the higher end of the spectrum. Grand Moff Tarkin up, Anakin up again. What trended down a little bit from the high prices from the series, but now trending up again. Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, remember that trended down, especially when Hot Toys teased that they're coming out with this from the Book of Boba Fett with the shield. Well, now this is trending up again. Luke Jedi Knight continues to sink. Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back 40th. And even the Boba Fett Empire Strikes Back 40th. Trending down a little bit. Not enough to put on the biggest movers, but on the market value chart. Low ends of the spectrum right now on some of these. And not a whole lot of movement, honestly, on some of these. So, right now, a buyer's market. My advice to you, if you're looking for some stuff, take a look at it. You're looking for some stuff like Leia, A New Hope, Han Solo Stormtrooper. Probably never a good time, but we'll go over some of that. Boba Fett arena suit. I'll show you where the trend is right now. Let's actually go to the market value chart. So scroll back up. You can go to that button right under the logo, that menu item, Star Wars Hot Toys market value chart. Let's click on it. Let's go down to the market value chart. Of course, you could sort it out best-selling wise, highest value wise by clicking that arrow within the current value column twice. And when you do, you get the highest ranked figures to the lowest rank, so it's easier to navigate. But let's just type in arena. And everything arena will come up in that little search box. And it did. And let me scroll this down a little bit so you could actually see it. And here we go. Right there. And you can see that up on your screen. Let's see where he's sitting. CMS 011, $524 and trending down. So, not trending down to $124. Very high at $524. But quite frankly, a far cry from the $850 from where this was at from where it first came out. And I projected that this would happen, that it would be somewhere in the mid-4s to high 400s once people in the U.S. started getting these. And then give it a few months here because there's just so much less of this that was produced than the animated Boba Fett that it would absolutely go back up to $600-700. But right now, you're seeing it at $524 and trending down. Let's pull up some recent listings for this. So pulling this up onto the screen. And you can see this Arena Suit Boba Fett with one bit. $456 back on September 12th, not including the $16.75 in shipping. Great seller. All 100% positive, not including taxes. So, $500 for this figure. Let's go ahead and go to another one. And pulling this one up onto the screen. And you can see right here, back from September 11th, this had 10 bids, all the way up to 460, not including the 20 in shipping, 480. So not including taxes, over 500. Only 2 feedback, but sold. Pictures. That's good. Let's go to another one. I'm pulling this up onto the screen. And Arena Suit Boba Fett from September 11th, 24 bids. Much higher feedback here. Great seller. All 100% positive. $495. 24 bids. Not including the near 15 in shipping, not including taxes. So you see it there. Let's go to another one. Arena Suit Boba Fett, and I believe this one's also going to be at $495 with 1 bid, not including the 35 in shipping. So $530, not including taxes. $550. Great seller. Over 500 feedback. All 100% positive. So everyone's trying to cash in on this particular figure. People are trying to cash in on the chrome-plated Chrome Troopers right now. Oh, if I can get 800 for this, if I could get 850 for this, 800 for this. This isn't at Dark Side Anakin status yet. And everyone's trying to get this in, and everybody's trying to sell it, whereas not everybody's trying to sell or wanting to sell their Dark Side Anakin. Thus, you're seeing it a little bit available right now, which is why you're seeing the prices be what they are. But make no mistake about it. They only made a few thousand of this particular release worldwide. And that is far less than probably what they made with the animated Boba Fett. And the animated Boba Fett being around $700-something on average. This is 1,000% going to not only reach that, but probably surpass it within the year or two to come. But right now, everyone's trying to crash in. So that's what's going on there. You're having the same effect here with the Chrome Clone Trooper, to give you an update on that. And you can see one listing right here for the Chrome Clone Trooper. And honestly, these particular specialty troopers, like the old bronze one or the porcelain one, they go around like about $300 to $400. I believe that this is a clone trooper, being chrome, and how long Hot Toys collectors have waited and waited and waited for clones to finally come. I believe that this will be, and plus that this is chrome, I believe that this will be a $400 tier range figure at the end of the day. Great seller. 50 feedback, all 100% positive. 12 bids, 315 plus the 25, 340. So, pretty high, but over retail. But not crazy at 450 from when it first came out. So that's where you're sitting. But then you're seeing some figures, and I was talking about some of the ones that were trending down, and some figures on fire. Like this Leia, A New Hope. Wow. I mean, Leia, A New Hope right now, bringing this up onto the screen. And you can see this right here. Try to show you the picture as well, right below my video face there. And $551 from September 7th. 10 bids. Look at that seller. 300. All 100% positive. Not including the 20 in shipping. Not including taxes. Over $600 for a New Hope Leia. It is new. And obviously when they're new, they sell even higher when they're used most of the time. Anyway, pulling up another Leia. And this one, this one's even sooner, from September 12th. 16 bids. Look at this seller. Almost 2,575 positive feedback. All 100% positive. 580, not including the 13 in shipping. Not including taxes. Well, over $600 for this figure. Wow, and we're going to take a look at where she's sitting within the secondary market and the market value chart in just a moment. And then you're seeing more of these legacy characters. I can pull up here. Well, then pull up another one. Let me pull up this figure here. Grand Moff Tarkin. And this from another outstanding seller. And I buy from this seller a lot. This is Hawk Wars Toys. The guy's name is Ray. Now 1,347 feedback. All 100% positive. Usually has a best offer where he will give like 10 or possibly 15 bucks. Not even a best offer on this. $635 sold. Grand Moff Tarkin. And I love this particular seller, and when sellers put on the pictures, not hiding anything. If a picture paints 1,000 words, wow, just look at that here. Hawk Wars Toys. Man, this figure, that head sculpt, absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. And Hawk Wars Toys, you get a neat little comic book and Star Wars or sticker when you order from him. I just ordered a couple from him recently. I got another one on order as well. Yeah, little handbill that he gives you here. Hawk Wars Toys. His name is Ray. You can find him on Instagram. Just type in the Hawk Wars Toys. You can find him on my Facebook page too. More on Facebook. Ray, Hawk Wars Toys. Yeah, not only I got my actually talk about the A New Hope Leia. I actually got my A New Hope Leia from Ray. Sometimes he buys collections, and so if you're looking for a grail or a figure that's very high, maybe he can get you a deal on it. Tell him that Aries sent you here from 6 Scale Cantina. But you could also get the figures that are in stock at like Sideshow or whatnot from him, and so many comic shops as well. But yeah, he's a good seller. Just giving him a shout out. Anyway, so even though it's not a buyer's, a seller's market, some of these type of figures here, just very, very high. You could look at some of these like this too when it comes to Obi-Wan. Right now, you can get on the lower end of the spectrum the Obi-Wan and New Hope. Lower end, $500. $495, $500. You call that lower end. But just look here. From September 4th, 77 bids, $645 for the deluxe Obi-Wan MMS 478 from Revenge of the Sith. Another outstanding seller. Look here, 851 feedback. But then, right now you get a lot of figures as well that are just on the very, very low end of the average. The Rogue One, pretty sought after right now, but you can go take a look at Vader 40th anniversary in the Empire Strikes Back packaging. Boba Fett, not the vintage one, that's actually going up right now, but the regular Boba Fett deluxe one on the low end right now. You can see right here, just as sold on September 5th, 17 bids, but just $325. Now, mind you, it's used. Not including the near $12 in shipping, not including taxes, but again, this is a far cry from $425. And it is used. But right now, it's, and Leia, if you go to the market value chart, she's like at $543. And you go to the market value chart at 6scalecantina.com and trending up. So, wow, that Leia New Hope. But definitely right now, in my view, because of what I talked about at the beginning of the show, the primary market, the market eclipse, it is certainly affecting the secondary market. There are things at a standstill right now. Is it going to continue? We're going to have to keep an eye and see where everything unfolds. But it's very, very interesting here within the secondary market and primary market for sure. Remember that 6scalecantina.com is your one-stop shop for all this latest information. Subscribing to the channel is your one-stop for all this information. I am the Dark Jedi, Aries Tarrington. If you liked what you watched here today, go to 6scalecantina.com. Scroll down a little bit. You'll see this yellow section over here for Cantina Insiders. That's my channel memberships. You can go right to the channel, click on the little join button. Shows you everything that it comes with. If you think you could benefit from it, you may want to consider joining. I give a lot of heightened analysis and expanded thoughts on what's going on with Hot Toys within the 6 Scale community. I do a lot of data crunching. I've got 6scalecantina.com. And then if you want a little bit of taste of what else you can get, you could go right here. Like usually, this is just from the past Wednesday. That banner right below me here. I go live a lot of times on Wednesdays. I'm going live this Wednesday again. And it'll be at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And it'll be Cantina Insiders exclusively. Some expanded thoughts on heightened analysis on what's going on there. You can see also some different shows that are on here as you scroll down. And you can see all that. And then besides becoming a Cantina Insider, look at that, my friends. Here's the current official 6-scale Cantina mug. Is it possible? You have to wonder. However, the brand new one is up early. Aries Cantina, brand new mug for those of you that have it, that want the new one, or want to get the new mug to celebrate the new logo. New logo goes completely live after the new year here for 2023, after the holidays this year. It's going to go live right now. The new mugs are up for sale. Just go to this website, click on it, and you can get it in 15 ounce, which is what this is here. You can get it in 11 ounce. I do appreciate your support. Make sure before you buy, they always have a discount code where I have this up on Zazzle. So make sure you use that because you can get it cheaper. I do appreciate your support indeed. And then just scrolling down, if you didn't see my collection tour yet, here's a link to it right at 6scalecantina.com. It's right below my video again. That's the collection tour. I've been playing some of the collection tour in the background right here during this whole show. With the collection tour, I actually narrate it with a side screen as well. All you got to do is go to 6-Scale Cantina, take you right to the YouTube link, and 100 plus this tour is 6-scale and above figures. 100 plus figures, 6-scale and above. All Star Wars, baby. I don't always buy coffee out, but when I do, I buy from 6-Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.